Welcome, students! Today we're going to talk about the different C-sharp operators. Our learning objectives are the following: to enumerate the different arithmetic operators in C-sharp programming, to familiarize with the comparison operators and truth table, and to use various operators in developing C-sharp programs. Let's talk about operators. Operators are used for building expressions in C-sharp. To calculate the value of a variable or perform the operation in the variable, you will have to make a proper expression, and these expressions are made using C-sharp operators. C-sharp provides a wide range of operators such as arithmetic operators, assignment, unary, comparison operators, and logical operators. So what are arithmetic operators? The C-sharp arithmetic operators perform the basic calculations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus, whereas other operators perform a different kind of task. Here's a list of arithmetic operators. So we have here the plus sign, the minus sign, the multiplication sign, the division, and the percent sign, which is used for the modulus or getting the remainder. So here are the examples. So we have here x is equal to num1 plus num2, x is equal to num1 minus num2, x is equal to num1 multiplied by num2, x is equal to num1 divided by num2. For the modulus, we have x is equal to 22 mod 10. Then x will be equals 2. Okay. Here's an example C-sharp code involving arithmetic operators. So here we have 5 variables of type int and 1 variable of type float. Okay? And then console.write will simply display enter first name on your screen, and then you accept input from the user. It will be stored in the variable num1. Same with this one, enter second number. Again, whatever value that the user inputted will be saved in the variable num2. And then we have here your equations. So add is equal to num1 plus num2, sub is equal to num1 minus num2, mul is equal to num1 times num2, and div is equal to num1 divided by num2. Take note, I have here the word float, okay, which means I used explicit type conversion. Okay, num1, which is originally of type int, at this point I used it as type float. Okay, and then I displayed all the output. Okay, so here it is. So enter your first number 15, enter your second number, let's say 12, and then you compute for the sum. We have 27, the difference is 3, the product is 180, and for the division, the quotient is 1.25. Okay? Alright, next, let's talk about the C-sharp assignment operator. The C-sharp assignment operator is generally suffixed with arithmetic operators. The symbol of C-sharp assignment operator is equal sign without quotes. Okay? The assignment operator is widely used with C-sharp programming. Here is example. We have here result is equal to num1 plus num2. In this example, the equal to assignment operator assigns the value of num1 plus num2, okay, to the variable result. Okay? Here are the other assignment operators. So here's the equal to, here's the plus equal to, minus equal to, multiply equal to, divide equal to. Okay, this is the shortcut way. The long cut or the long method is this one. Result is equal to result plus 5. It's the same with result plus equals 5. Okay? Then we have the increment operator. Okay, under the unary operator, we have the increment operator. This operator is pronounced as increment. Okay, increment operator. It is used for incrementing value by 1. It means you will add value by 1. It is used in C# programming by two types. Okay, we have the pre-increment and the post-increment. In pre-increment, first it increments by 1, then loop executes, whereas in post-increment, the loop executes, then it increments by 1. So we will learn more of this when we go to our topic about repetition statements. Okay? If increment will increase 1, decrement will subtract 1. The behavior of decrement operator is just opposite from increment operator. It is used for decrementing the value by 1. It also has pre-decrement and post-decrement. Again, you will learn more of this when you go to our topic about repetition statements. Okay? Just keep in mind, I++ is equal to, or is the same with I is equal to I plus 1. And I minus minus is the same with I is equal to I minus 1. Alright? Next, we have the comparison operator. The comparison operator, which is also called as the relational operator, is used to compare two operands. It returns true or false based on the comparison. The complete list of comparison operators are the following. So consider x is a variable and it has a value of 2. So these are the operators. We have the less than, the greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, the equal to. Okay, we use the double equal sign for equal to. If it's 1, we are using the assignment operator, but if it's 2 equal sign, it means that you are comparing. Okay, and here is the not equal symbol, the exclamation point with equal sign. Okay, so if 2 is the value of x, 2 is less than 5 will return true. 2 is greater than 5 will return false. 2 is less than or equal to 2 returns true. 2 greater than equal to 2 returns true also. 2 is equal to 2 returns true. And 2 is not equal to 2 will return false. Okay? So again, comparison operators are also called as relational operators. Okay? So for example, we have this code. We have two variables, num1 and num2. Okay, you ask the user to input two numbers, and then here's the comparison goes. Okay, in the if statement, if, and then you have your condition. If num1 is greater than num2, then it will say, or it will display, num1 is greater than num2. Else, if num2 is greater than num1, it will display num2 is greater than num1. Else, if the first condition and second condition, if these are false, then the else part, the else condition, the else part will be executed. So it means they are equal. Okay? So for instance, we have this one. Enter the first number, 4. The second number, 6. Since this one is not true, it will not be executed. This one, the second if is true, right? So 6 is greater than 4. So that's why this one is executed, this line. Okay? 6 is greater than 4. Okay? Next, we move on to the C# logical operators. The C# logical operators also evaluate the values and returns true or false as output. Based on true false, the program behaves dynamically at runtime. This operator is widely used with C# programming. So here are some of the operators. So we have here the AND operator, this one. It is pronounced as AND or AND operator. It returns true if both or all the conditions are true, and return false if any of the condition is false. If there is at least one false automatic, it is false. Okay? Both of or all conditions must be true so that the entire statement will be considered true. Okay? For example, here we have two variables of type string. We have name and password, and you assign it a value. Here we have Steven and Steven 1, 2, 3. And then in the if statement, you have here two conditions. You check if the name is equal to Steven and use the AND operator. Password is equal to Steven 1, 2, 3. Okay, this entire statement will be executed if the name is equal to Steven is satisfied and password is equal to Steven 1, 2, 3 is true also. So both must be true. If these two match, then login successful will be displayed, else unauthorized access. Okay, the name and password must be satisfied so that the entire condition will be executed. Okay, so that login successful will appear. Okay, but if one of them is false, then automatically unauthorized access will be displayed. Right. Next, we have the OR operator. It is pronounced as OR operator. Okay, we use the pipe symbol, the one above the enter. Okay, the enter key in your keyboard. It also returns true or false based on the given condition. If any one of the condition matches, then it returns true. But if both or all the conditions are false, then it returns false. So here, if at least one true, the entire condition or the entire statement is true. Unlike with the AND operator, if there is at least one false, the entire statement is false. Okay? Here, at least one true, the entire statement is considered true. Okay? For example, we have here this code: press Y, the big Y or small y to continue, press N or small n to exit. So you get a letter from the or a character from the user, and then if the user entered big Y or either of the two, we have big Y or small y, go to and then whatever label it is will be executed. Okay, it will go to this label. Else, if neither of the two, the user did not enter small y or big Y, okay, this line of codes will be executed. Press enter for aborting. Okay. Then we also have the NOT operator. It is pronounced as NOT operator. It returns true if expression is false. Okay, we also have the XOR operator. This one, this symbol. Okay, it returns false if the following condition matches. If both or all the expression returns true, or if both or all the expression returns false. Meaning, if all of them have the same truth value, it will return false. Okay, for the XOR. Okay, again, to summarize the logical operators, let's say you have two conditions. We have condition A and condition B. If you use the AND operator, okay, it says here that both should be true so that A and B will be true. If there is at least one false, or both or all are false, then it will return false. This is for the case of the AND operator. For the OR operator, if there is at least one true, then the entire statement is considered true. So both are true, then it will give you true. At least one true. Okay, that's why A or B is true. Okay, and this one, both are false. That's why it resulted to false. For the NOT operator, okay, I simply reverse the value. If this is true, then not A is this one is false, false, true, true. Okay? And for the XOR, it says that it will return false if they have the same truth value. So they have the same truth value, that's why it returns false. Here they have different, so it returns true. And for the last one, they have the same values, therefore it returns false. Okay? So we use the logical operators to combine two or more conditions. Okay, it's very helpful, especially if you are considering several conditions, okay, in your if statements. So today we've learned about the different C-sharp operators such as the arithmetic operators, the assignment operators, unary operators, comparison operators, and logical operators. So see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.